is going on, guys? What is going on? I see you, Mr. Jonathan. Don't be late. We here. We here. We here. We here. We here. We here. Man, oh man, we have a lot to talk about. I mean, we kind of do, kind of don't. Right? Kind of do, kind of don't. It was a slow day. What's going on, Ben? What's going on, VS? What's going on, Evan? What's there to say? We got a little bit to go over. We got a little bit. What's going on, David? Play calling was trash. Run pass. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot. Nah, VS, I'm with you, bro. Because the worst part about today was one, it was a Sunday, right? So for a lot of people, some people they have the day off, some people don't, right? Appreciate that, Evan. But the worst part about today was the hour and a half delay plus the 3-hour game on top of it, right? So we spent 5 hours watching this for the fourth year in a row. 5 hours. I appreciate that, Evan. Thank you, my guy. That was the worst part about today. You know, the team, you kind of knew after the first quarter potentially what it was going to look like. But the hour and a half, lightning delay, weather delay, and then to come back and just sit there and watch that, just bad. Did I see? Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start with this team. That and then the amount of hitches that the Jaguars had just sitting in the seam. I don't know. Yeah, I'm agreeing with everything I say. We're gonna look at that, Ben. We're gonna look at that because I got some questions, and it's gonna shock you who I'm shocked about that didn't get they got literally a single stat. So coaching offensively and defensively, I'm confused. What's going on, Brennan? Steven? There's a lot. There's a lot of things that kind of shocked me when I looked at the stat sheet, right? As far as the depth chart, what the Panthers were trying to do. And my thing was, you go out and you get Jimmy Horn. You go out, you get Mitchell Evans. I guess the Mitchell Evans was makes sense considering how much they ran it. But the Jimmy Horn one to me was a little confusing seeing how much they're not going to pass. Because if the Panthers ever got a lead, the passing was going to be minimal. I mean, oh man, yeah, Freddie. What's going on, Freddie? That's my thing. Is Avero's back to his typical? Let's just, drop everybody back and allow 7 yards every time. Every single time. Dave said he wasn't calling plays this offense. He said that? I'm going to have to look. That feels like a Dave offense, to be honest with you. Boom, 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 boom. Dave said he wasn't calling plays this off. I'm gonna have to look. Only T-Mac was giving me hope, but he only got 4 catches. And you see, he only got those 4 catches when the Panthers were down by 17, I think. Another thing we're gonna talk about. I guess we're all on the same page. Yeah, we're all on the same page. What's going on, Rock? Bryce has been consistent all along. He isn't changing nothing. let's jump into what Bryce said real quick. Let's jump into what he said real quick. So, you know, obviously, a bad outing once again, right? Not just bad. It was a terrible outing once again. Let's move it. Let's move this here. And Bryce Young, basically just said better decision making. I can't turn the ball over like that. Cost the team. I have to be better than that. Just better decision making. After 154, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. My thing is with Bryce is it reminds me of him in college, him in high school, trying to make these plays on the run, being able to get away with certain things. It's his 3rd year now. Like, I'm a big Bryce Young guy, but at some point, bro, we got to lock in. We can't be trying to do that stupid stuff. And then I almost wonder on top of that, were they trying to force XL the ball right there, right? I think it was a play action, if I'm not mistaken. Were they trying to force it to XL? Which I think it was another mistake. Why are we doing exactly what Bryce Young did, I think, with Deontay Johnson week 1 last year, where Bryce tries to force it to him and he throws a pick? I mean, I don't know why we keep going back to that. Now, Bryce Young, he can't throw that right. I think he's trying to fit that inside. But it feels like when we're trying to force guys the ball, bad things consistently keep happening every single time. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's tough. Let's see what else we got. Turnover, including turnover on downs. Yeah, I think Jaguars had like 5 turnovers between turnover on downs and the interceptions and the fumble. Just a bad look all the way around. All right. Near the chalked up 6. There's a pick 6. We got taken away by that holding call. Man, it was. I don't know what to take away from this game other than all around. I'm confused what the Panthers are trying to do, to be honest with you. But Bryce Young's biggest thing was, I got to be smart with the ball, which is true, right? That's Bryce Young's biggest weakness is being reckless, right? Let's keep it going. Anything else happen? Let's look at the stats real quick. All right, so let's talk about the stats. If you guys can see them, you got T-Mac right here, 5 catches, 68 yards. If you notice, those catches came after they were down, 3-20? Then all of a sudden, Dave was like, oh, perfect. Let me start going to T-Mac now. Let's start opening up the offense. My thing is, why are we waiting until we're down by 17 to open up the offense? Unless that's just me, that tells me 2 things. 1, Dave is going to be super conservative with the ball and not run it. Or 2, he doesn't trust Bryce Young until he's desperate. And then he's going to give Bryce Young the green light. But why did we wait till we were down by 17 to throw the ball? XL, 5 catches. Chuba Hubbard, 3. Sanders, 2. Hunter Renfrow, 2. XL, 3. And 2 or 3 of those were screens? Tommy Tremble, 1. I kind of go back to why did we draft Jimmy Horn here? Because if this is our receptions, and we could have used that to get a defensive player, I mean, what are we doing? Yeah, I'm a little bit confused at Dave and his whole logic, to be honest with you. Yeah, the whole preseason thing too, man. The whole preseason thing is confusing. And as we look at the defensive stats, Trayvon leading the team, safety, okay, get that, 11 tackles. But I go down here. DJ Wanham, 0 tackles, 0 sacks, 0 tackles for a loss, 1 pass deflected. This wasn't Princely, this wasn't Nick, this wasn't Patrick Jones, this was DJ Wanham. So now I'm even more confused, to be honest with you. Was DJ Wanham not playing that many snaps? For him to have no tackles is, to me, is absolutely insane considering how much the Jaguars ran it. Do I have that? Let me look. I do. So they ran it. We'll take out Lawrence. You got 21, 24, 25 times. And DJ Wanham didn't get a single tackle. Was he not playing a lot? I mean, I don't know, man. You got Bryson Tremaine with 2. I think that was special teams. So that's good to see right there. Two of those might have been special team, or one of those might have been special teams. One of those might have been a pick, but that's good to see him up there. Princely, one tackle, which I don't know how much he actually played. I don't know. Just all around, man. Just, it looks bad. It really does look bad. When I look at the run game, let's go back to the run game real quick. Run game, Chuba Hubbard, 16 carries, 57 yards. Rico only had 3, and Rico once again only came in when the Panthers were down by 17. So I'm like confused again, what the Panthers are doing. I thought it was going to be a 1-2 system, not let's just. I mean, they were just pounding Chuba even when it wasn't there, and that was the thing. There was like no adaptability at all, right? We kept trying to force it, kept trying to force it, kept trying to force it. And then I didn't understand that at all. And like I said, we only took that deep shot to T-Mac once we were down by 17. Another thing that completely confused me, right? Just all around not a good look. All around not a good look, Top pass catchers, XL 3 for 10, Tetaroa 5 for 68. Give him a chance, man. You can't draft somebody like T-Mac with was it the 8th overall pick? I think it was 6th or 8th overall pick, right? You can't draft somebody like him and then only give him 9 targets. Now, it seems kind of like a lot, but he really didn't get targeted until after the Panthers down by 17. When they were in the red zone, it was run, and then pass. And it wasn't even to him. T-Mac had the one-on-one on the outside, and then you don't even go to him. I thought that was the whole point, right? You can't draft somebody 8th overall and then not have him in your game plan from the rip. You got to take chances to him. If Dave is going to be a run-first offense, this doesn't make any sense why we drafted T-Mac. I mean, I get it, right? He's a good receiver to have, but it doesn't make any sense to me. You have to get him involved more. You have to take chances to him. We can't sit here and just not get him involved until we're desperate. I don't know, man. That whole thing was frustrating. And then Austin Corbett, yeah, that too, with the snaps being over Bryce Young's head half the time. That was confusing. And then they make a play, and then he's, an eligible man downfield. Top to bottom, man. The Panthers struggled today against the Jags. Let's go. Canals is from Carol B. Public. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Ted is awesome. Agreed. Let's see what else we got. What frustrates me, it's not like we can fire defense coordinator because as Panthers radio pointed out, fire him. Yeah, I mean, they missed their chance. They missed their chance on replacing him. That's the worst thing is now you kind of just have a Vero. It's rough. I'm not gonna lie. It is. Defense was cheeks. They did what they wanted. Yeah, there's just one underneath, and the only time that Trevor Lawrence got in trouble is when he tried to get greedy. But other than that, they did whatever they wanted to do. Give me one sec. I'll find a picture real quick. Boom. Let's see what else we got. Bryce never trusted that Corbett center. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, to be honest. Trevor didn't even get dirty. I mean, he ran a couple times. They chased him. But I mean, for the most part, man, it was bad. And that goes back to preseason dark, I think, is I can't say I'm shocked that this happened to a point because once again, we don't actually know what we're getting with this team. And Dave was so big on these joint practices And I don't know that he understands. It's like Bryce Young, when he's in a joint practice, he doesn't care as far as getting hit because he knows he's not going to get hit, right? So this whole joint practice thing has to go with Dave. Bryce Young is going to be careless, and not necessarily careless. That's not the right word, but he's going to try and do a lot. If he can't get hit, then he's more relaxed. But allow him to get hit and then see how he does, right? It's a whole different mentality. We have a top 5 pick in the draft. We need a new head coach. I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. We might just see a new play caller, to be honest. I mean, that's the thing. Play calling that's not great. Hit the like button. Appreciate you, David. I already missed Adam. Yeah, I think that hurt Bryce. I mean, I didn't even think about that. I did, but I forgot to say it. Not having Adam for Bryce, right? His go-to guy the first 2 years. That's going to hurt, right? Adam was his guy. Like, he panics, bang, I'm going to check it, Adam Thielen. He's going to make a play. And I think Hunter Renfrow was supposed to be that guy. It wasn't it, right? It wasn't it. What do I think of the commentator ripping XL? I mean, it's tough because I felt like he had a point, to be honest with you. Like, I thought XL easily could have got that toe tap in. I just feel like everybody is kind of playing. I don't know the word to describe it, man. That just wasn't good. Todd, amen. Like I mentioned, I posted earlier, a lot of teams struggle with sloppy football today too. Yeah, no, across the board, you're right, Storm. Across the board, you're right. My thing is, it's the Panthers' 3rd year in a row doing this. It's the 3rd year in a row of allowing everything underneath. It's a 3rd year in a row of Bryce Young trying to do too much or force a certain receiver the ball, right? We're just constantly making the same mistakes over and over again. The pass rush, awful. Stopping the run, it wasn't great. I mean, it's been worse, right? We look at run it back. Oh, wow. I didn't know it was that bad. Just kidding. No, it goes back to what I said before. 16 for 143. And don't even that big run that Travis had, the laziness by half the people on the team. I didn't realize. Yeah, that big run he had. You had Roseboom and you had Trevin Wallace trying. Everybody else just said, screw it. I can't wait to bring that one up during film study. I can't wait. Because there is no accountability anymore. Somebody's got to step. And that's what we're waiting on, right? It is somebody to step the, let me see if I can pull a clip real quick. There's no leadership on this team at all. There's no leadership at all. Let's see. I kind of forgot it was 3 years. Yeah, I mean, the Frank Reich play calling was worse than Dave's, to be honest, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna get a clip real quick. Give me a sec, guys. I'm still reading the comments though. Let's see. The offense is scared of the season. I don't know if that can be true. I mean, Dave's going to be a run-first offense. I don't know how this is going to work. Dave has to take chances to T-Mac. We can't sit here and do this. We can't do this. JC Horn, Matthew. JC Horn had that crazy pick. Woo! JC Horn had that crazy pick. But I'm gonna. Is that gonna get copyrighted if I show that? Let's do it like this. No, I don't want to do that one. I think it's copyright. I'll just edit it out later. All right. What do we got? Dave might be on the hot seat already. That is scary. Dave, you gotta play people in preseason. I don't understand his logic behind that. I know he said, joint practices. This isn't a third, but at some point, man, come on, dude. Play the preseason. Run some plays. Like, damn, man. X so scared. I can just tell you out there scared, and that's why I said yesterday is get him the ball early. But they try to go to him on a play action screen, screen was first, and they went back to the play action on that drag route. And you had him going where? Across the middle, about to get hit. I wonder if he eased up like Deontay Johnson did last year. I'm going to have to take a look. All right, let me see. That should be good for now. Boom, boom. Let's see. G.G. Sanders turned out to be a bust. There's a lot of players that I'm concerned about, to be honest. I think we almost have to look at their whole draft process, drafting the best player available, right? They're drafting the most athletic player, and it's turning out to not help them at all. Yeah, that interception was nasty. Seven excuses for Bryce. He has no more excuses. I mean, Bryce is the blame. There's a lot of people to blame, though, Evan. We can't sit there and blame Bryce and all of a sudden wake up week 10 and say, oh, the pass rush sucks too, right? I go back to the rushing, 16 for 143. And everyone said last year, oh, it's because Derek Brown wasn't in. And I said in my video yesterday, I said Derek Brown return to me means a bigger pass rush. Stopping the run, we'll see. 16 for 143. 16, not 20, not 25. 16. Can't have that. Can't have that. We need a head coach that can hold players accountable. Yeah, unless he's doing it behind the scenes, but I just feel like he's not. I got you, Evan. I got you. Let me see. Let me see if I upload this video real quick. All right. Give me 1 sec. I gotta do something on my back end. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go live. All right. So this was from Friday. If any of you guys watched the Chiefs game, all right. Chiefs down by, I think. Hold up. Chiefs are down by 6, right? It's 3rd and 14. If the Chiefs get a stop, right, they get the ball back down by 6. Mahomes takes them, whatever it might be, right? Now, this clip, they weren't trying to get monetized. We don't see, all of it. But essentially, it looks like, I think they run man coverage, all right? You see defensive backs all turn their back, right? Because it's man coverage, right? They're going to run with the receivers. Chris Jones has one job. That's to contain the outside. He cheats in. He gets greedy, all right? Then you're going to see Herbert. He's going to run somewhere down here. He's going to run, right? Herbert runs. They get the first down on 3rd and 14 because of Chris Jones. You got two players going back and forth, right? Drew Tranquill is trying to check Chris Jones for basically kind of giving up the game, right? I don't see this with the Panthers at all. When somebody makes a mistake, it's it's all good. You got Drew Tranquill, who's probably year 10, checking arguably one of the best defensive tackles in the league, right? Chris Jones, tackle edge. The Panthers don't have this, right? People make mistakes. That's all good. You know, this is what the Panthers are missing. You're missing leadership of some sort. Somebody to step up. Somebody's got to step up. If you had that much faith in T-Mac that you turned down that deal with the Rams, you might as well feed him. Yeah, I got to see when they actually targeted him first. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, at Panther at this point, I mean, I get it. I mean, considering this is the same thing as last year, was it just me or Wharton look good? Yeah, Wharton definitely looked good. Wharton definitely stood out because there was a lot of people who weren't very high on him. But Wharton definitely did his thing. Let me see. Can I? Nope. I don't think Jimmy. Yeah, I didn't see Jimmy at all. That's why I go back to you draft T-Mac with the 8th overall pick. You get Jimmy Horn, right? You try and build this offense up just to run it. You draft Trevor, and that's the other thing. You draft Trevor Etienne in the 4th round. Was it 4th or 5th? I think Trevor Etienne was the 4th round, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Trevor Etienne. 4th round. So, I mean, let's get this straight too, right? You draft Trevor in the 4th round. You draft Jimmy in the 6th round. You draft Ted with the 1st overall, or the 1st round, right? And then you just you sit there and just run it until you go down by how many points? This offense doesn't make sense. The play calling doesn't make sense. The draft isn't making sense. None of this is making sense across the board at all. I'm lost. Steve Wilkes should have beat the Bucks, and at the end of the year, yeah. And then we were getting beat easily at the line of scrimmage, and it's like, okay, let's keep running it. Let's keep running it. Let's keep running. Like, you got one-on-one with T-Mac on the outside. Why do we keep running it? Like, at some point, man. Damn. I'm trying to see over here if I can figure out when T-Mac was first targeted. It's in the first quarter. So we had a couple targets in the first. And then one in the second, it looks like. He had 2 in the second, one was incomplete. 3. So in one half, T-Mac had 5 targets. 5 targets in one half. Then he had 4 targets before they went down by 14. I mean, what are we doing here, dude? 5 targets in one half. There's just no way you draft. We got a fire Vero. Yeah, I'm kind of on board with that too. But there's no way you draft T-Mac and you give him 5 targets in one half. Like, what are we doing? And that means he had 5 targets the second half too. Appreciate that, Evan. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing them after every game, and we're gonna try and kind of incorporate throughout the week too. Appreciate that though, my guy. I don't think it was up to Canales Panther Gal, if I'm being honest. I don't think it was up to Canales. It's either up to Tepper or Dan Morgan. Oh, Corbin, I want twice. You cannot draft T-Mac with the first round, right? And not give him at least 8 to 10 in the first half. Who else are they going to go to? XL? No. Renfro, you run that pick play, kind of get him open, sure. I mean, who else was there? Like, you gotta, man. So bad. Who else is Bryce Young gonna throw to? So you got Renfro, then who? If you're gonna draft that receiver, man, we're missing Coker Bradley. Yeah, that's very true. Jimmy's not playing. I mean, Corbin, if you go back and look, Jimmy's not playing because they had him like 5th or 6th on the depth chart, right? The first one. So oh man. I don't get it. I'm lost. 5 targets in the first half is actually crazy. It's actually crazy. And short left. So the passes were short left, short middle, short right, short left. Then short right in third quarter. I mean, we didn't go deep until 5 minutes into the third. All Tet's passes were, oh my god, it just makes me sick. I'm not gonna lie. And I try not to put too much, emphasis on game 1. But as I look at this, man, first incompletion, short left, short middle, short right, short left, short right into the third quarter. Bro, what are we doing? Shout out to Evan right there. There's no way you draft T-Mac, Tedero McMillan, and you do that. Any receiver could have done. You could have literally traded up, got Matthew Golden, Luther Burden, or whoever, and got the little short passes. Bro, what are we doing, man? It doesn't even make sense. I'm confused. I really, I'm lost. You dropped him 8th, and you just throw a bunch of short passes to him. This is our offense. No, don't get me wrong. Bryce Young didn't play great either, but let him try to go down the field. I mean, damn. They couldn't get any worse, I don't think. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I get it. We can't play your players because of them might get hurt. Yeah, I mean, we got to play. This is bad. A nice tall receiver for Bryce, and they're not even using them. Just a bunch of short passes. It doesn't even make sense. And then you draft Jimmy Horn with the 6th round pick. Like, we don't need inside linebackers. Like, we don't need safety depth. At the time, we kind of did, right? You don't need cornerback depth. You go get Jimmy Horn, right? Then you draft Trevor Etienne. When you already had Boone, Boone was perfectly capable of being a 3rd string running back. Nope. Trevor Etienne's best available. Got to grab him. We don't need inside linebackers. We don't need safeties. Don't need in the 4th round. Like, bruh, what are we? I like the best available, but at some point you got to fill in your needs. And when Trevor's brother's running 16 for 143 on us. I mean, you can keep drafting best available player, but I don't know how long you'll be here for. Right? Is it? If it should be out somewhere, Corbin. I think. Can't say for certain though. Today today was just bad. The hour and a half rain delay on top of the 3-hour game, whatever it was. I thought Thomas would go up. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, they did their thing. We just kept getting beat underneath and right over the linebackers. Oh man. Didn't make any sense. Doing this for years. Yeah, you're right, Dom. Putting Jimmy Horn in this makes this worse. We blaming him too. But I mean, you draft Jimmy Horn to stretch the field, right? I mean, go back, look at receiving. We really couldn't use Jimmy Horn at all right here. I mean, like I said, the first 6 passes to Tetaroa were short. And we expected to win the game. Oh, man. Sideline. Yeah, I saw that, Mike. Give teammate most of the passes. Yeah, I'm right there with you. You have to. Play calling too conservative, yeah. Especially you get to the red zone. Man, oh man. That is true, man. I mean, yeah, because you look at their pass defense. The pass D kind of struggled to start off with, but then it locked in. Trevor Lawrence, 19, 178. So, yeah, rush defense, not great. Pass defense, I thought, played way better than it had been. I think that was what? I think that was Brad calling plays in the preseason. You know, that was the thing, though, right? It's like preseason, it was like the plays we saw them call were nothing like what we saw in the regular season. Which, don't get me wrong, I get that, right? You don't want to give away your plays, but does that mean we're going to go deep in the regular season and not try to, or go deep in the preseason and not try in the regular season? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Right there on the sideline. Man, I don't know. I don't know where the Panthers go from here. They beat the Cardinals last year, but I don't know. There's no Adam Thielen anymore. You know, and they know you're going to run it with Chuba. You're going to have to pass, Dave. You're going to have to pass. Arizona beat New England. Oh, damn, Sea Dogs. You were there for that rant. Oof. That's rough. That is rough. Look better in 2-minute offense. Yeah, because they went down by 17, Mike, and then all of a sudden they opened the play call up. I don't know, man. This don't make no sense. Oh, man. Chuba's the offense he puts in. Yeah, Chuba, that's the whole thing, though, Devin, right? Is, okay, Chuba's the leader. Let's get him a backup with Trevor Etienne in the 4th round. Right? Or you bring in Rico. We look at the rushing. Chuba's 16. Rico had 3. Trevor had 1. I don't get it. And it's not even like that. It's the fact that you kept pounding Chuba on the goal line consistently. Take him out. Put Trevor in. Make the defense think potentially a pass here and then run it. I mean, damn, man. Somebody has to. Either Dave has to or somebody's got to step up, offensively or defensively. You know, Bryce Young, the mistakes. Golly, dude. Do you think we change next week, continuing to the rest of the season? I mean, part of the thing I think is Dave trying to be a head coach and a play caller at once. You know, he's never been a head coach before, and he was a play caller for what, 1-2 years? Maybe once in Seattle. If not, he was only a play caller 1 year in Tampa Bay. And so now he's trying to do both. I think that has to change too. I think Dave potentially needs to give up the play calling. Be the head coach. It ain't working. It's not working at all. You don't go get best available player. You don't spend 3 of your picks when your defense was abysmal bad against the run, right? Spend 3 of them on offense and then do this. Because you got to realize, most of those passes came once they were down by what, 17, 20, 21, whatever it was. I mean, somebody's got to step up. And it sucks, man. Week 1, we've been waiting 6 weeks for this. Like, come on, man. Well, not 6 weeks, 6 months. I'm sorry. Josh is right. Someone needs to be harsh on the team, really give them some words. Yeah. The positivity, man, at this point. Don't get me wrong. Was part of me happy to see Bryce Young kind of slam his helmet to a point, but I'm like, bruh, you just made the same mistake you've been making for 3 years in a row. So I'm happy to see you care more. You didn't laugh off the sideline like you did with Chuba. You keep making the same mistake over and over and over again. Like, I can't, it's hard for me to give you the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I don't know if Dave doesn't trust Bryce. Like, that's a little conspiracy that I have is, Dave Canales not opening up the playbook till they're down by 20. Does he not trust Bryce Young? Is Bryce Young not his guy? I don't know. Man, oh man. Yeah, waited all long for this. Yeah, the center was bad. I mean, it was bad. Should have been a linebacker. Oh yeah, D9 for sure. Should have been an inside linebacker of some sort. Or if you want to get a safety, I wouldn't have been mad at that, to be honest. I'm looking at Tetarova's plays right now. This is pathetic. I'm not gonna lie, and obviously the film breakdown will come this week, but the routes they have him running is nothing that Luther Burden, Matthew Golden, any of the receivers couldn't have done. The Emeka from Tampa Bay. I don't know. It's rough. It's rough. And you draft a teammate and not even using. I don't know, man. Yeah, Chuba's nice, man, but that's about it right now. Been check downing for 6 years. Yeah, Marcus, and it looks like we're gonna continue to check down. And then linebacker play Trevin Wallace. Golly, man. We need a Dan Morgan. I'm shocked Dan Morgan hasn't found a Dan Morgan yet, to be honest. Because 16 for 143 is bad. Freddie, I mean, to a point, should we start looking at Dan? I don't know that Dan's making the calls for us not to draft defense. I'd have a hard time believing something like Dan Morgan doesn't want to stack that defense. I think that call is going above his head, to be honest with you. If I'm being honest, there's no way a guy like Dan Morgan doesn't want to stack defense. And I don't love Avero's play calling at all. I don't love the way he picks the players either for the depth chart. But I mean, damn, man, he has to keep getting his guys from Denver and LA from 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Like, I almost feel bad for Avero to a point, but then I see the product he puts on the field or the way he plays defense. I don't know. But if he has to keep getting his guys from 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago to fill roster spots, it's either one or two things, right? It's either one, he doesn't trust anybody else, he wants his guys, or two, he has no budget for the secondary. And I hope it's number one. I hope it's number one, man. You look at that QB throw. Average throw is 25. We're going to try that twice a game. Yeah, I mean, there's the talk about Bryce Young can't throw deep. I mean, just let him try, right? at this point, you got to let him try. Yeah, talking about XL and when he caught that pass running back. I mean, I don't know. Been married 10 years, lost 10 years. Oh man. Yeah, that's true too. Need tough love. Might say, yeah, we do. We oh boy, we do. I mean, the thing is, and if the play calling changes and we decide to go deep, there's a chance this team turns around, right? But if we keep playing, I see you, Marcus. If we keep playing the way we're playing, I don't see us getting any better. But I actually think there is hope to a point. Coker comes back, you get the deep ball going, then I think we have a chance. But if we're gonna keep doing this whole thing, I don't see it happening. I'm gonna be honest. Like an abusive relationship. Yeah, sat on the couch for 5 hours and just miserable. 4 or 5 hours. Nick cut. Yeah, I don't know why, and that's why it's hard for me to like not blame Aviro, but also blame him because it's like, what are we doing with Nick? I don't know. I see screams. I'm like, yeah. But I'm glad we drafted T-Mac to run screens. Oh, man. 8th overall pick. And we did. Oh, man. This doesn't make sense. Rename the Carolina. Oh, Lord. Let's see when the guy asked us on the round play. Yeah, Matthew, I'm as lost as you are, my guy. I'm as lost as you. I'm sitting here looking at the guys we could have drafted that could have done what T-Mac did today, and you could have got more, in stock. If they're not going to use him for the deep ball, I'm confused. And then you draft Jimmy Horn 6. Not that there was going to be a lot there for 6 anyway, but man. I don't know. I am lost what the Panthers are trying to do. You drafted T-Mac, you drafted Nick, you drafted Princely. I like that. Trevor. The Trevor one I don't understand either. I don't understand Trevor at all. I'm going to be honest. I was happy they took him, right? Trevor is going to be an exciting player to watch, but that's bold of you to basically not add any linebackers or safeties or cornerback. Right? You fix that front 7. I appreciate you, Evan. Appreciate you, my guy. Trevor, only bad pick. I mean, you could say Jimmy Horn could be too, to be honest. Not that I don't like Jimmy Horn, because I do, but I don't think the Panthers are going to use him. If T-Mac's first 5 passes were short, what are they going to do with Jimmy Horn? If they're not even going to throw the deep ball to T-Mac, you think they're going to throw it to Jimmy Horn the 3 to 4 times he comes in? I'm lost, man. I'm truly lost. I don't think they're going to use him, Corbin. That's my thing, Corbin. I don't know that they're going to use him. I hope they do. I think Jimmy Horn is what we need, especially what's missing. Especially with no Adam Thielen. But I don't know. Hear what, Joe? Give me back. You go back to 2024, Leggett, Brooks, and Brooks was another one. These running backs, right? Leggett, I feel like they, kind of traded up, hometown kid, right? Then you get Brooks coming off a torn ACL. He's still there. Well, I wonder why. Right? Do we need a running back? Not really with Chuba Hubbard, but we go and get Jonathan Brooks. Okay. Then you get Trevin Wallace. You reached on him. Sanders. Shaw Smith-Way was good. So, oh, man. Yeah, Corbin, the thing is, though, did we need Brooks, right? Did we need to draft Jonathan Brooks, right? When you already had Chuba? Or do we have other holes to fill? It's tough, man. It's tough. Because the year before that, they drafted Mingo in the second round. Man. 2 years before that, they drafted TMJ in the second round. So, the last good one was DJ Moore in 2018. That was it. So, I don't know. That's probably going to wrap it up for me, guys. Appreciate everyone who came onto the stream. We'll be doing them every time. Panthers win or lose. All right, so stay tuned. Appreciate the love, support. I'll catch you guys later. Videos coming this week. Film study, press conference. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.